Well, hello there. So I have reset my environment. So this is the Learner Lab Educator because I wanted to start from scratch and make sure that nothing's in there that's going to interrupt it. That means it's going to take a little longer to start, but that's okay because I have a lot to tell you about what I want to do today. So first of all, I have this 3 series of videos that are setting up an SFTP only server. This is a video for instructors, not really for students, although I do have my students set one of these up eventually. This 3-part series is meant for instructors so that they can set up a way to have people test that they know how to do SFTP. So right here we have the first video is to set up the SFTP only server in a chrooted environment so they don't interrupt each other too much. And then I created it for 90 users with keys, and then random generate files in the home directory. That way I can have students go and grab their file, and that random generated file, I know that it was successful for them because only their key can get to their directory. So lots of stuff, and it's pretty complex. So I tasked someone. I said, hey, can you help me create a script for this? I don't have time right now. And they created one for me. If you notice, I put fixed on all these. So they created it by going to ChatGPT and working with it, and eventually got it to work. Cool. That's awesome that it does some pretty cool work. But it had mistakes, and they fixed those and they got it to work. They tested it, it worked. They showed it to me, and I went to do it. First of all, I looked at it and it was ugly. ChatGPT puts a lot of stuff in there, some stuff that's cool that I should put in my scripts, but I'm not. So that's kind of on me. And other stuff, it's just not needed. ChatGPT put a lot of stuff in there that's just not needed. But it is what it is. They're ugly. I'll put them on GitHub so people can access them. I'll link to them down below. But yeah, they're there. On top of that, when they were editing them, they pulled them into in something on Windows, like Notepad. Edited it and saved it. They may not have even edited it. They just saved it in Notepad. That put special characters in it. Those special characters made it so they wouldn't work anymore. So I had to go in there, and they're all listed as fixed because I had to fix what Windows had broke. One of the reasons why I constantly call Windows a virus. Okay, perfect timing. This is done. So I've only used 20 cents out of $50. What we're going to do today, once again, this is mostly for instructors, not for students. Now, on occasion, I have the first part of this for students doing. I make them do it step by step. If someone wants to try and dissect the script and do it with the script, more power to them. So first thing I'm going to do, I need to upload my key because I hate not dedicated hosts, key pairs. I don't want to use the key that they created for me because they have the private key if they create it for me. So I'm going to upload my key .ssh. There it is. Import key pair. Happy day. So I have my key pair. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create an elastic IP because I use this assignment for in class to get everyone connected and make sure they know how to use SFTP. I have them do it the next day for another assignment, and then I have them do it on multiple tests. So I need to use it multiple times, and I want it to have the same IP address. So I'm going to allocate an elastic IP here. So, and that's 44.194.72.148. Cool. So I have this IP. I will be able to associate this with my EC2 instance, and so that it won't change every time I shut it down. But I first have to create the EC2 instance. I'm going to come here. I'm going to launch an instance. I'm going to call this my SFTP, AWS Linux, fine. I often will change this to be a little bigger. It'd be okay. I like a little more memory, but we'll just leave it at this. key pair, my main key. And since this is a new one, I'm going to leave it the security group. And I'm going to have multiple people logging into this, so it needs to be from everywhere. So launch instance, happy day. So last time I did this, I got in trouble at this point because something alerted on my account and things started shutting down, but that's okay. On occasion, the Learner Lab thinks, if it thinks you've been hacked, will actually stop you from doing stuff. So this is the third time I'm recording this video. Only once it did that. The other times I've had other issues. Okay, so I successfully launched this. I'm going to come here, and I don't even want to connect to this. Well, you know what? I'm going to connect to it. I'm going to copy this DNS, make sure I can connect. SSH EC2-user at that. And it's a new name. Cool, yes, I'm in. Happy day. So I'm going to exit. Now I'm going to come back here. I'm going to go to Elastic IPs, actions, so not actions. I click on here and then actions. Associate the Elastic IP. I'm going to associate it with my instance. Oftentimes I'd put this into with a load balancer, but we're just doing this quick and dirty. Associate, cool. Now I have this, it's associated. I should be able to just log in with it. If I look at the dashboard, the instance running, so I have here, I'm going to try and get to it through a public DNS. You can see the IP address has changed. So if I hit the up arrow, this is now changed. So if I change this to that, it should complain that, hey, I've already seen this before at this. Do you want to connect anyway? Yes, it has the new IP address. Happy day, I'm in with the new IP address. Now, the reason why we did the Elastic IP is so it won't change when I shut down and like close my lab and then I start my lab back up and it's there. Right now, I'm using the Educator Learner Lab. When I do this for a class, I use the Class Learner Lab, and that way me or any of my tutors or maybe another instructor, if we have multiple sections, can start the lab and the server's up and running for people to connect to. At night, if they're trying to get to it, they can do it through our lab. Then we have it going. Happy day. So I'm there. So now I need to exit. And if I go up just a little bit, I have these 3 files. In fact, let me clear this and do that again. I have these 3 files. I need to get them up. So I do that by coming back to my SSH command. And I change secure shell from remote shell to secure copy to copy items remotely or from here up. And now I have to think about where the item is. And it's on my local system. So I'm copying from my local system up. So if I was copying from up above down, I would leave this here and then have the stuff after. But since it's from my local system up, it's copy what I'm copying. So all these, and where I'm copying it to, which is this user at this server. And then, and I need to set OVI, but it's okay, we'll do it this way. : dot. I'm just saying this user at this server and in the home directory and just put it with the same name. Okay, so I hit enter and it should magically work and there should be 3 lines. Cool. Now I can come back up here and go back to my SSH and I can look and see if they're there. And they are. Happy day. Now I need to make my .sh files executable. So chmod u plus just giving the user executable star.sh. Now if I do ss-l, I can see that I have them as executable now and they're green. ls-l, yeah, they would have been green there. Sweet. That's clear, so it's up higher. And let's do the ls-l again. So now I need to set up the server. So sudo // I'm just going to copy it. Rather than make mistakes, I'm just copying and paste. And I have a use. Oh, that's right. I need to set up the sftp first. I hope this hasn't messed up because I don't know if this set up some things before it failed. So I may have messed up, but we'll see. So the first thing I need to do is so if I cat this fixed sftp.csv, I'll see that, oh, yeah, it has someone in there. So I'm going to vi this file, delete that one, and actually I need to add some, but I'm going to save and quit out of it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ssh keygen, and I'm going to create two keys, ssh-keygen. I'm going to create one for user 1 and one for user 2. And since I got rid of the directory, the information, they're going to be right here. So there's user 1 and user 2 pub. So now I'm going to cat star.pub, and I'm going to append it. So if I just do one of these, it overwrites the file. I'm going to do 2 to put it at the end of this file. Into here. I'm going to vi this file. And I'm going to get rid of that white space just in case it'll cause a problem. And I'm going to say user. Let's see. I need to remember insert mode. Okay, user 1, comma. User 2, comma. Okay, so I have 2 users and their keys. Now I should be able to sudo // set up the server with that. Cool, no errors. So now if I SSH, and I'm going to give it the key, -i, user 1. I'm going to do user 1 at localhost. And say yes, and it says, hey, it only allows for SFTP only connections. Okay, so if I come up here and I say, instead of SSH, SFTP, connected. And if I do PWD, it thinks I'm at /, but if I do ls-l, sweet, exit. Now I'm going to set up, oh, you know what? Let me go back up here. So I did ls-l, so there's nothing there. Yeah, so I did show exit. So I'm going to do sudo fixed sftp files, and once again give it this nice little, to tell it what to work on. Oh, silly me. Okay, folders and files created. So now if I come back up here and SFTP is user 1 to ls-l, and I can see there's an incoming and an outgoing. So if I go cd outgoing, I can see ComeGetMe, cat ComeGetMe. So I can't cat it, but I can get ComeGetMe. And I brought it down. Can I put ComeGetMe? Oh, it let me put it. It shouldn't. cd ... and there's cd outgoing. Oh, wait, was I in? Yeah, I was in outgoing. cd ... incoming ls. So I can't even see it. Put ComeGetMe. So I'm able to put stuff there, but I can't read it. So the only issue I have here is I wasn't supposed to be able to write the ComeGetMe into the outgoing file. So I can get things and move things back and forth. So exit, and the last thing I want to do is I want to cat ComeGetMe. And you can see it's just a random generated string. So each student has a different random generated string, and that can be used to validate that they were able to log in to SFTP to a server they don't own and get a file. Cool. Hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll see you in the next video. Remember, resources down below, including the link to the scripts.